Hey everyone, this is Richard Osborne. As you may know from following me on LinkedIn, I'm the creator of the platform LearnBook. This is a platform I created for language trainers to deliver digital content, digital lessons, digital training to their language learners, specifically for language training. So I've been talking to a lot of freelance trainers recently, and I've got a lot of feedback on the platform. And one thing that keeps coming out above all else is the trainers just don't have time to create all their own content again in another platform. And I totally understand that because I'm coming from a world where I tried a lot of e-learning platforms, a lot of digital training platforms for language training. And I'm also one of the disenfranchised. That's what made me build LearnBook is I was tired of the lack of features in other platforms. But I understand that converting over into a new platform or starting with a new platform is tricky. So as content was one of the big issues, and also just proving that this time it's not going to be like all the other times, proving that this time I really will be able to get your learner engagement up with using this platform. And I'm doing it in my particular way. I've got my own style of training. And so what I thought was to just show you how LearnBook works firsthand. I'm going to start creating content. I'm going to call it LearnBook Homework. So this is my new service that I'm providing. I'm going to pump out loads of free content every week. I'm going to try to make more lessons every week, try to build up a whole big library that you can use of different lessons, things that I'm going to create myself with myself as a teacher in the homeworks, and maybe partners of mine, other trainers that I work with can do some homeworks too. And these are going to be homeworks that you can just super easily send to your learners to give them something to do in between your face-to-face training. The more lessons that I build up, the more choice there's going to be, the more you're going to be able to say in a face-to-face lesson one day, oh, hey, we really worked a lot on present perfect today. There's a great homework in LearnBook that I'm going to send to you. Just get in there, record yourself or write your text messages, answer that, and then it's up to you, whatever your teaching style is. LearnBook, the idea of it is you teach your way. The whole point of LearnBook is it's a teacher-powered platform. So whatever way you teach, if you want to correct that homework with them in the next face-to-face lesson, then you tell them that's what you're going to do. You also have the option of replying to them directly in the platform. So you could also do that if you want to get your hands dirty. But essentially with LearnBook Homework, the idea is to start easy. You don't really have to lift a finger. You have to get in and create your account. So you get a special code that you can send to your learners and share with them. But after that, it's just a case of selecting something and sending it. There's really nothing more to do. And then you can go in and have a look at what your learners have done one by one. It's totally secure. The learner's work is the learner's work. What they type in the platform, only you can see and they can see. If you add other learners, they have their own private space, so nobody mixes. You can't do groups in LearnBook Homework. If you want to have more features like doing groups, creating your own lessons, putting in your own content directly, then you can look into upgrading. There's a LearnBook Premium where you can get full control over the platform, and there's an upgrade button in LearnBook Homework that you can use to check out what features that has. So, decide what you want to do, but I think the first thing you should do, get yourself an account. It's free. It's going to be free for life. LearnBook Homework, free for life, no obligation. Get in and try it, because if you start sending these homeworks to your learners, you have nothing to lose. They might either come back and say, well, that was just a typical online thing, I didn't like it. Or they might come back and say, that was a really cool homework, can we do more like that? And then every week you can be sending them stuff. I'm going to keep giving you new stuff to send them. So get in and try it. I'm going to show you really quickly how to do that. And then you can get in and start getting your hands dirty. The link to go to is learnbook.net/homework. You're going to land on this screen where you're a new teacher. You want to sign up. Click here. Put in your name. Put in your email address. Put in your passwords and register. What you're going to see at the top in the address bar is the link that you can now share with your learners. The link has this little bit attached to it, homework ID, and this random code that's been generated just for you. It's attached to your account. And you can send this link, if you want to just do it simple, you want to have no involvement at all, send that link, just copy and send it to your learners. When they go in, this is what they're going to see. They're going to get a different welcome screen where they're going to be asked to register. So select your name for the list or add your name. There's nobody in the list. I'm the first learner for Richard Osborne. Oh, such a privilege. They get to put in their name, Frank Dupont, at their email address. So let's say it's, again, we're going to do it with my address so you can see some emails coming in. So can't add yet, have to read terms and conditions. So that's just to say, don't post anything crazy, the usual kind of stuff. You could read it. Read the privacy policy. It's to say the stuff that's in LearnBook won't be shared with any third parties. And it's up to you to make sure that you're not sharing anything that's copyright and stuff like that. But that your private information, the videos you put in there, all the data will be stored privately, and it gives you a bit more information about that. And then add me. That's all they have to do. Name, email, add me. No passwords, no nothing. It works via user ID. So it's from links that they get that they can log in really easily. Once they've added, they're in. Now I'm a learner. I'm Frank Dupont. I can browse. I can just have a look at the different lessons that are available, decide which ones I want to do. I can filter for different levels. You have to tell them about the CEFR levels so they can filter for themselves. This is if you want them to do it themselves. You want them just to get in and do it themselves. Different themes that there are. I'm going to add more. Yeah, at the moment there's just 3 lessons, but there's going to be more and more coming. So let's say Frank wants to do this beginner lesson, right? He's going to go in and see the way that this LearnBook lesson is organized. The way I organize all my lessons is in small bite-sized bits. So this first section here, this white box you see, is a 10-minute section, introduction, where we're just trying to get the learner thinking about the subject in a simple way. So I've recorded a simple video, speaking very slowly and clearly, not like I do right now, proper accent and whatnot. And they can leave a reply. So we could listen to my video and then click to reply. So he can put in a text reply, video reply, audio reply, where he records himself. He can upload a file, whatever he wants, PDF, Word document, or he can embed something if he has a TED video he wants to share, a YouTube video he wants to share. Let's say it's just a text reply. So Frank's going to say, thanks, Richard, something simple. Save. That's going to send me an email as the trainer saying, hey, Frank's just replied to your homework. Click this link to have a look. Any link that you receive via email saying someone's replied, either Frank receives an email saying you've replied, or Frank receives an email saying the teacher shared a specific homework with you, or you receive an email saying Frank has replied. It's always accompanied by a link that will take you directly into the platform without having to log in and take you directly to the lesson concerned. So not these 2, but this one, right? And then you can see what Frank has said. And like I said, Frank will only see his replies and your replies. He won't see any other learner that you've added to this particular homework, all right? Let's go back and see what's happened with Frank. So now we should be able to see if I refresh. So either I just have a look and see, oh, actually somebody's replied to one of the homeworks here, replied, one user, Big Frank has replied. Okay, let's have a look. Click his name, viewing Frank Dupont, and then I see Frank's replied. Thanks, Richard. All right. As a teacher, I can edit his reply. So I can go in and I can highlight stuff, or I can correct stuff if I want to, or I just reply to him. If I want to reply, if that's my strategy, I'm going to actually engage with my learners online. I'm going to reply to them, go in and record a video, for example. So recording. Hi, Frank. Yeah, thanks a lot for replying. Good job for doing the homework. See you next time in the face-to-face class. Got to wait a little second for that video to come back, and it gets posted. Right? Frank receives an email saying, hey, your teacher's replied to you. Right? It's always done via emails. Frank has just replied, and Frank will receive an email saying Richard has just replied to you. And it's always with a link that they can use to get directly in with their ID, with the ID of your group to access your group, right? So that's basically it. Start sending this stuff to your learners, either via the link that I said you can share with them, or by directly sharing one lesson. So say this one is now the lesson I want to share with Frank after my lesson. Nobody's replied to this one yet, but I'm looking at sharing this lesson to someone. So share, I could share it directly to Frank. He's already in my group. He registered himself, but I can register somebody else. So I can say I want to do Jane Dupont, his wife. And that's again, let's do my email again. Click share. That's going to add Jane to my pool of users in this group. And also it's going to send her an email straight away with this lesson, with the link to that lesson, so she can go in and view that lesson directly. So that's one way that you can control what they see. And the more lessons that are here in this list, the more you're going to need to actually go in and share specific things with them. But if you just want to give your learners some free resources, just tell them, right, go to this link, homework / homework ID, whatever. You can do whatever you want, do any lesson you want, filter for your level, or just have a go at it. And anytime you do anything, I'm going to know. So in the next lesson, we're going to look at it, or I'll reply to you when I have time. You establish that with your learners. So just with this, there's already so much possibility. I really, really hope you get in here and try it out. I'm so excited to see what people start doing with LearnBook now that they're going to get in and interacting with my lessons. And like I said, if you want to start taking control and doing your own lessons, go and have a look at the upgrade page, see what sort of features you can get with the paid version of LearnBook. But just for the beginning, get in there, get yourself an account, start sharing with your learners. I can't wait to see what you guys do with it. Thanks a lot for listening.